Greetings, I am Lies and I use she, her.
And I am Scandal and I use they, them.
And let's play a game together.
Here we go.
Alrighty, everybody, we are back into the thick of it.
Into the thick of it.
And we are going to see if we can unravel one more layer to this mystery that just keeps getting more layers upon it. Every time Ryota thinks he has untangled himself or gotten a little less buried in all of it, here we are.
Now, pretty much. The first is the massive key. It should open just about any of the simple locks in the school, and it is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. If you need to protect yourself, use it.
What? What?
That was abrupt.
You will have more use for those than I, Kawara. I will be in the company of others. Hold on to them. You've gotten equipped with items.
Right, thank you,
given,
Mr. Leo.
Like, if this is not suddenly, like, a complete adventure game of going, and here's a, you know, a key, and here is a weapon. Now head out into the world. Like, God, you're running over, like, 3 different genres here, and it's also turned into, essentially, a kinetic novel at the very end, because we got, like, no choices recently at all.
It's true. Also, the big thing is like, can you imagine what this game would be like if you went and you were like, I do a visual novel, and then it turns into an actual, like, point-and-click mystery?
I still think that would be great.
Cool as fuck.
I want Hatoful Boyfriend, the point-and-click mystery.
Right?
It'd be so great. I would be here for it.
I would be delighted, intrigued,
so many ways.
Involved. So thank you, Mr. Leon. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go to the infirmary. Write in the notes for what?
It's just that thing that he says over and over again that I assume is an artifact of, like, the old game kind of thing.
Right.
Of just going, you have to keep track of this stuff.
Right.
And so if you don't know what the thing is, you might not know how to answer the question, if you will.
All right. Okay.
Informally.
Here we go.
Sie
das kann. Breaks
yeah!
This character is insanity.
It's really great.
You cannot use the doctor's power here. Return to the void, Wallenstein. Well, he seems excited. What if Kazuaki's in on it too, though?
I mean, again, he and the doctor were working together in that one where it's like we got locked in the supply closet.
Mm-hmm.
And Kazuaki was just like, that was sloppy. Like, it was very clearly he knew exactly what Sheer was about. And so, maybe he's in one of the parties as well. Or has his own personal interests, or someone's blackmailing him.
That's true too. What the doctor's doing? Being slandered by Mr. Higure, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higure. I have returned from Judea to defeat you! As long as you leave Kalabatastrosa, the world will be wrapped in eternal despair! When he says things with such conviction, I almost find myself believing them.
He speaks so factually of such nonsense.
Please! That isn't funny.
I also love that everybody that's you is just all in the same room now. It's so good.
Yes. Come on, Higure. Let's go back to the gym. Okay.
You know where you belong.
No! Stop! Do not throw me out like some wretched doll!
Right.
I suspect he has suffered from megalomania since birth.
He doesn't seem like he's trying to take over the world, good sir.
I mean, either that or what has happened is this is a really weird reference to Undertale.
What?
Because the song that you fight Sans to, but that's Megalovania. Yeah, I'm like, I don't understand it either.
Okay, just checking.
Megalomania? What do you mean? Delusions of grandeur, my dear Kazuaki.
I thought actually megalomania specifically meant wanting to take over the world, not just be really important and do big things.
Yeah, that's where megalomania applies because that's all people can think about. That's a part of the megalomania like stereotype, but that isn't just what it is.
Okay, no worries.
Yes. Delusions of grandeur, eschewing societal standards, he lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy.
Indeed.
Perhaps it is genetic. There would be no helping it then, would there?
If it's, genetic.
He is unusually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his physique.
The fact that he is tiny and a weeb noodle, he destroys everything. He's not even very strong. What the hell?
Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting to the limits of his capacity at all times. I knew it! I knew he was an extra motherfucker, and basically he just, everything is like, basically
to the limit.
Or to the limit. I had it!
Come on for Hogo Gods. I said, come on for Hogo Gods. Everybody to the limit. Everybody to the limit. Everyone come on for Hogo Gods. Yep.
Yes.
He's that extra.
The most dangerous part of his ability is to bring his surroundings into his fantasy.
And that was Kazuaki going, I want to believe you. And so the power, I push at you, but you've rolled a wisdom check and you resisted.
So, but what happens, okay, so you're literally, oh god, I love this, sort of like, I wouldn't fall for that! Shoo, you totally fell for it then in Angeal's route. It's ridiculous.
It's so good.
Though I seem to be less affected than you. And since, although I invited him to the school, I have yet to find a use for him. The whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time.
Time!
Oh, really? So that's why he's here.
Because he was invited. If anyone was ever wondering why Rion was here.
Did you just say something just now, Doctor? Oh, he's calling him out. What are you talking? Shut up.
You invited him?
That is a
shut up. I invited him, that's the be quiet.
Yes.
Doctor, you are blowing the cover. Oh, there's so much conspiracy between these two fuckers.
Oh my god!
What even?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Feels like you're wearing nothing at all.
Nothing at all. I also find it to be really interesting because you can, so in the fun way that I like with some stories, you can literally interpret how they say these lines in almost basically any way.
In a lot of different ways.
So it could be like, did you say something, Doctor? And I'd be like, nothing at all. And it could be Kazuaki has absolutely no idea what's going on.
But also doing the whole Doctor, that was sloppy.
Yeah, I'm still suspicious
that one's
about
way
that one.
too direct.
Yeah.
Of going like, that is a statement of, I know what you were trying to do. That's not what saying of going, why did you lock her in the closet? Or what you were doing was, dumb or weird. Like, that's, yeah. Excuse me.
Oh, hello, Shirogane. What's going on? Where did Kawara go?
Well, you see.
Oh, we're gonna get to be with Sakuya.
He is investigating another area at the moment. As you do in games.
Only, Dr. Iwamine and Nanaki are here now. Or is that...
I guess that would be us since you can't see.
I was about to say, that should be Sakuya.
Only Dr. Iwamine and Nanaki here now. He drops words a lot.
I'm saying, like, it's... Interestingly enough, for this edit that they've made of the game, there are a lot of bizarre errors in here.
I'm just like, this is your upgraded, updated version. Shouldn't you have the grammar?
Right?
Boo. Alright. Isn't Sakazaki here?
I think he's walking around to calm his nerves again. He's very brave. To be out and about with that scarecrow on the loose. Walking to calm your nerves with there's a murderous thing, that's
also
deeply sus.
He's not really a not calm type.
Yeah, he's really not.
Not brave, just imprudent. Stupid mongrel.
Oh,
yeah, we're totally in your head.
Yeah, this is
I
Sakuya.
love that they confirm it. I'm in Sakuya's head, I get this.
It's Sakuya time.
Stupid mongrel. Stop pretending to be migratory and get back here so I can distract you. I want you to occupy both of them, if possible, but at least they don't realize that we respect them yet. Just the Doctor should be enough. Dr. Iwamine, I came here to ask you your opinion on something.
My opinion? I fear I will not be of much use to you there.
My body has never required me to visit the infirmary. I have not had much occasion to talk to the Doctor since moving here, but I can read his expression perfectly well. All the same, if I'm a royal and I can't do political intrigue and reading of social cues, what even am I? It says I'm not telling you anything.
Where is Mr. Kawara? Did you have a falling out? He did seem to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice. A pity.
I agree, sir. To doubt someone based merely on one's own preconceptions is Bolivarnes? Bolivarnes, sir. It is nonsense. Also, going to doubt someone based on your own preconceptions is nonsense, but to believe in someone utterly based on them is fine. That's right. I must be perfectly logical in all things. You are renowned as one of the most intelligent birds in the world, Doctor. I do not think that you could be involved in such a grisly crime as this.
It is an honor to be so praised by the heir to the Lebel family.
Completely flat. Does he never speak with emotion? I only speak with emotion. I hold a deep respect for you, Doctor. You might not be aware, my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the Lebel family to continue on to even greater glory. I was born because of you. My mother was infertile.
Is that so?
My father was infertile. We had to use in vitro fertilization, which wasn't before useful in birds.
I had not known. I am afraid that I know little of the fates of the drugs that I develop.
I just make them and sell them out into the world. I've got money coming out of my literal ears, because all I care really is about making them.
Which is really impressive,
and
because I don't have ears.
Right, I have a great licensing agent.
Uh-huh.
Alright. The life of but one bird may not be significant to you, but we of the Lebel family will never forget.
Oh, how wonderful. I take it your father is a figure of great respect. He's like, I don't even know who you are.
That's funny though. Oh, the heir to the Lebel family. Well, I take it your father's respected.
Uh-huh.
What? Of course. The family head must always be honored.
It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kawara holds his. Almost like the foundation of your very existence.
You're correct. I mean...
I just got called out, actually, is what just happened. I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses.
Everyone going, I just want to see them break. This is my whole entertainment in life. It's like, God, guys, you are bored.
Locked!
There we are.
Has it been locked ever since the alarm this morning? The doctor went straight to the lab to begin the autopsy, and I think he's been with somebody else ever since. Let's see. Maybe that massive thing Mr. Leon gave me will do the trick.
The giant-ass key, human-sized key.
Oh, yes! A jingle, going through all the, the options. This room has always been a little creepy, but it's even worse in this dim light. I need to look for evidence that Buddha was in here, quickly. Oh, the window is actually open. Uh-huh. Is it?
Not necessarily. It's just, like
it's at a weird angle.
It may or may not be open, but also it does suggest there are lights coming from the dome outside with these light streaks.
I think it's... I can
On the
see
other hand,
that.
if the dome sort of curled over the top of the building,
well,
like
it's
an
reflecting
ice cream
all
scoop
the light
kind of thing
from the building itself.
Or I was gonna say it would be hard to have lights installed in it. Also, you would need that thing if it's concrete to actually just be stored as a bowl under the building, and have a massive machine rotated up over top of the building. If it isn't, because it doesn't section out and click together, it can't telescope.
It's fine. But where do I start? The longer I spend poking around in corners, the bigger risk that I'll get caught. I need to remember, I've been in here a lot. Every time I got sick, where would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see?
In his desk.
Didn't he forbid even his assistants from touching his desk?
It's always the desk.
I remember. It seems that he keeps his drawers locked tight.
Upon investigating the doctor's drawers... They are locked tight.
Dang! You're up, massive thing! Inside medical records? He's probably supposed to keep personal information locked up. Though I never really thought of him as the respectful type. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4 files. The names are...
Me.
Kawara Ryota, Seedpipe Buddha, Fujishiro Nagaki, and Shirogane Sakuya.
Ooh, Sakuya says he's never been there, but there's a file.
What? I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but, Buddha and Sakuya, I've never had a reason to be in here, and, Fujishiro Nagaki? Looking closely, Nagaki's folder says St. Pijo Nation's Medical Center on the side, while the others don't.
It's a carryover.
Uh-huh. And the date is from 5 years ago. Did he take this from the medical center? Since it's here, he must know something about the fire back then.
Yes.
Are the other 3 records from physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers. I'm not sure what they mean.
Dude, I would just pocket all 4 files. If this were a point-and-click adventure, I'd grab a stack of files, put stack of files in your inventory, and then get the fuck out of there.
Yeah, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? Sakuya has a second piece of paper in it. It looks like some sort of memo or...
Because at this point, you shouldn't have to worry. Hold on a second. You shouldn't have to worry about someone noticing the files are missing, because like when the dome goes down, you're potentially all going to die anyways. So it's not like you have to sneak in, get the information, and sneak out and make sure no one knew you were there. You just need to not get caught while you're there, unlike now.
Yep, pretty
I'm
much.
guessing that that's Yuya.
I am too. I'm like, yep, Yuya is definitely doing something. A sudden blinding pain in the back of my head. I can't move. Hi-ya!
Baby.
I fall unconscious.
No!
Dot, dot, so many dot dots. Where am I? I feel dizzy. That's right, I was looking for evidence in the infirmary. The medical records are gone.
Your keys are probably gone too,
Somebody took them? I managed to get knocked out, even with the stun gun Mr. Leon gave me.
Damn.
It's because you were facing the other direction, honey. It's
yeah,
okay.
honey, you won't watch it.
Darn it! I don't know who attacked me, but those records must have been important to get stolen away like that. Darn it! Why did I let myself get taken from behind like that?
His pants were locked, but I still was taken from behind.
Oh, dang! I had our records. Even with those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must have been the criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in here somewhere? Huh? I hadn't noticed earlier, but there's a card under the desk. In a corner! I wouldn't have seen it if I weren't on the floor.
Is it a student ID?
This is... Birders student ID.
Got it.
Yeah.
The gig is up. We have our evidence.
There's blood on the corner. So it wasn't dropped here by accident before she was killed. It must have happened in here.
Wow.
Oh, God. It looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed, but for some reason I still feel unsure. I almost feel like this is too good to be true, like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, surely he would avoid casting so much doubt on himself. Just what does he after anyway? But I'm not worried about who was doing what or why. I'm worried about finding the one who did this to Boyder. I need to talk with Sakuya.
I'm also just like, that is a little convenient. So, you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them into boxes, Doctor?
Correct.
Also, since all of us are tiny and none of us are good at using a bone saw while flapping back and forth, it'd be a huge feat for a bird.
No kidding. Even if she were cut up last night and distributed this morning, it would involve a good deal of physical labor. Sakuya?
You again.
Can we go to the maintenance room? Oh, we need to talk.
Very well. I see your boyfriend has arrived. Are you going to resolve your falling out?
Mr. Shirogane?
Yes, Doctor?
Just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself. Even with...
Even with the knowledge and tools of a physician?
Even so, I am not a particularly healthy person.
Oh. Not a... that's you.
Not a healthy person? What does that even mean?
Maybe not an athlete? I don't know.
The doctor is slightly impaired down his right side, you know? He is? I never knew. I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though it rarely poses problems in daily life. A human corpse is very heavy.
Extremely heavy.
It seems like a bit much to go out dragging around with one wing, don't you think? Yes, it's all true. It's even recorded in the faculty medical records. It is? I see. Thanks. I'll remember that.
Also, I'm just
But somebody could have helped him.
Okay, but nonetheless, I'm just imagining. Again, we haven't had it confirmed that even with the virus, the birds ever gotten bigger. The background never said the birds got bigger, only smarter.
Yep.
So can you imagine a little pigeon? I have 2 hale and healthy wings. Grabs a human's head, dragging them across the floor.
I got it!
And like, you do not have enough strength or grip with those footies.
Not even.
Nope, one healthy pigeon can do it. But you know, if you have one busted wing, nope, sorry.
None for you. I tell Sakuya about what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance office.
Borrows 15 birds to roll around to a skateboard. Pushes her down the hall.
Uh-huh.
Meaning, Fujishiro Nagaki's records and the doctor have something to do with the medical center.
I think so, yeah. I wonder about the other records, too. Why you, me, and Border are all together. Could that really be a coincidence? Did you go there often after you moved here, or anything?
Not once! Notably, nobody knows no illnesses. Ha!
Well, yeah.
Richness covers everything.
I've never seen him sick, and he always seems pretty lively. I hadn't known about the doctor's injury. Kind of a bad thing to find out now. Also, awfully convenient.
What, you get to play one card of awfully convenient during each session.
Each session?
Each session, you get one round of awfully convenient. I'm also just like, seems pretty lively. Him, I'm an absolute asshole. Real lively.
Oh, real lively. I'm being polite.
Bad? Because it is inconvenient to your theory? We must remain just. We must remain pure. I am now a paladin. Oh, a fanatic. No harm can ever come from learning more of the truth. Actually, there are so many characters that really are. They're fanatically supportive of their parents' desires. Mm-hmm. Like, what they are when you have the asshole who is obsessed with trying to meet up to the needs of the family name and or doing what their father or whatever tells them they have to do. They are a fanatic. Uh-huh. And I think that's, I've never come to that term in my own head before, but I'm like, that is what that anime archetype is. Your, kid that is trying desperately to make all of reality fit into what they feel they need to do. Mm-hmm. They're a fanatic, but they're just not a fanatic of a bigger picture. It's actually a smaller picture.
Yeah.
Huh.
I guess so. Maybe it's because he's not very active, or because he never leaves the infirmary. But guess I've never really had a chance to notice his disability, except that we have observed, literally with Birder, that, he is dead quiet. Shu is impossibly silent.
He says almost nothing. Everyone else fills the silence around him.
Yeah. If he couldn't have done it alone, it makes it seem more likely that he was working together with Yuya.
Blasted mongrel! No good can ever come of his presence. He merely confuses the issue. Salutations. Were you gossiping about me?
Yes.
Ah.
Yuya!
What a pickle. I guess I'm the topic of choice among the boys as well as the girls now. You're such a rake. It's hilarious.
Oh my god.
Not that I mind. Don't let it go to your head, mongrel. We weren't saying anything good about you.
That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, we were subjecting you to vile slander and ill gossips.
That's so genuine. Like, Ryota, you're so cute sometimes. You're very frank, Ryota. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of slander? Go ahead and tell me. Perhaps you shouldn't say, lest my fragile heart shatter like a maiden's crystal glass dropped by an unkind lover.
It should be obvious what we were talking about from our faces alone, but he's completely relaxed.
He went out to the hall to calm his incredibly calm nerves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the thing is for all of the various different characters that we have seen, we know where Ryota was. We have to trust basically that Ryota's reality also is his reality, unless there is another new character we haven't seen. The two ones who could have done something would have been Mr. One or Yuya, because we know Sakuya was with Kazuaki and Shu, so we at least have that to see. Really relaxed. I doubt his heart is made of glass, though. Used tires, maybe. Something that is completely impervious to abuse.
Well, if you watch Sleepy Princess of the Demon Castle, used tires are pretty damn sturdy and actually work as protection in subarctic temperatures.
That's true. Actually, that was really weird and wild.
They worked like a spacesuit.
They did, but I also love that they were like, it's a rubber, and you're like, I thought the rubber was used for electricity, not for cold. But
not for cold, right?
Right.
Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble of looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met Seedby in the infirmary yesterday. Brings the whole group together, does a grand reveal. Did you kill her? So, you doubt me. I'd love to see your evidence.
We found her ID, stained with blood, in the infirmary.
You are duty-bound to answer. What did you see in the infirmary yesterday? And what did you do What did you see? What did you do? What kind of games did you play
without me? Kept having fun with her other friends.
I can't tell you anything. Sorry. I can't say anything at all. Cease this foolishness! You know something, don't you? Don't say don't you, or suggest that you don't know for sure that he does. Do not attempt to dodge the... Oh, there's the robot.
Hello, robot.
Oh, there's the robot.
Run, you two!
Swish. Such terrible timing. Nobody likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow. This isn't the time for jokes! Run! Go! If you're not alive, we can't prosecute you!
I'm never going like...
We can't blame you!
How convenient.
Rio just seems to have left us in the dust. Maybe we should hurry up a little. Or we could just stay together, alone. Well, it doesn't look like it's noticed us. I guess it's not too keen on chasing people. Your idle flirtations sicken me! Are you controlling the robot, sir? Filthy mongrel! Shh. Do you want it to hear us? How about this? I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole Man towards the cafeteria. You head for the maintenance room while it's distracted, okay? You plan to act as a decoy? Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you! I wasn't asking you to. I've been your ally until now. So why stop now? Why stop this instant? Our ally? Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu. Dabs out. Adieu.
Yuya, who's we?
I know.
I've actually been kind of wondering. As soon as we can do this thing. I'm like, who's we? Who's we?
The royal we, don't you know?
The royal we.
Good catch, because I was just like, I don't.
What?
We.
Sakuya, you're okay. I was worried that maybe you got caught.
Indeed.
Is it Yuya with you? We never got him to answer anything.
I do not know. You don't know if he's with you. He ran in the opposite direction. That would suggest he's not with you, sir. That's pretty straightforward.
We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is to get him to talk to us and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us this whole time, but I don't know if we can still consider him our ally.
Our ally? Indeed!
You've always been separated, right? So you really don't know how he usually acts, or if he'd be likely to do something like this, or...
How could I know? He and I live in different worlds. As my father said, I couldn't know.
I'm an only child, so I don't really understand siblings, but I think I know how you feel about him, Sakuya.
Do not make me repeat myself.
I mean, you're literally only half siblings, so...
It's true, but
also I love this going...
lived in different places.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And also your dad going, we don't talk about this. And you're like, okay.
We don't talk about the fact that I bought from someone else.
I know, because it's usually that.
That's generally the trope. He and I have no connection.
But...
No, that's me. But I want to believe that he is not my enemy.
Looks like Sakuya isn't entirely sure what to think. The prime suspects are the doctor who aided his family and his own half-brother. If I were given the same situation, I in fact would start a new paragraph. I wouldn't be as calm as he is, because I've actually never seen that
ever before. It just broke off like that. It was like,
hello.
If loses his whole train of thought, goes burr.
If
yeah.
We should write the notes and then go talk to the doctor. There is I swear to God, this is like you would do a point and click. My whole brain just cannot fathom where this went away. Go talk to the doctor. Go find out exactly what happened in the infirmary. We figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. It's 6 p.m. We don't have much time. Can we solve this and get out alive in only 4 hours? All right, let's go, Saku. Sakuya?
Oh.
Your friend already left, young one.
Well, you were ruminating in your own head.
Why did you say so earlier? He's planning to confront the doctor alone!
Oh God!
Oh God, he's gonna die!
No!
Oh, wow!
Aye. Father is of the pure bloodline, and so his life is of the utmost value.
Oh, you're not.
By extension, the doctor who saved his life must also be valuable. I must not disrespect him, because that is what Father told me. Again, the fanaticism. And going, I have to believe the conviction of the reality that I have.
Your mom.
My brother, born of a low father, is a worthless being. It was your mom.
It was your mom.
Because your dad's obsessed.
Mm-hmm. Well, it also could be like, your father told you it was somebody else.
Or potentially, before they were married, she had an illicit union.
Mm-hmm.
Not like during.
If that even exists. Do they have marriages? I need to know.
Or together, whatever.
Right.
Worthless being. Though he looks noble, his veins flow with filthy, impure blood. I must not associate with those of low birth, because that is what Father told me. Again,
you're having a sort of slow breakdown going, because
and
that is what Father told me.
And doing a personal examination, but also going, this is my reality. To a child, a parent is God.
Oh,
they tell you the entire breadth and depth of your reality.
Uh-huh.
You really, in many cases, have no choice but to believe what your parents said.
Mm-hmm.
Even down to little tiny details, but also the great big ones. And he's just going, because that's what Father told me. But I am no longer sure. What is blood? Why does it divide us so?
Because
it divides
dramatic.
us. Because we're out of time.
Oh, hello again, Shirogane. Because we are out of time. So thank you very much for joining us, everyone. It's really nice to have you here. We would like to see you again. So please feel free to follow us and like and comment and share our videos if you're having a good time. It actually helps us quite a lot. That would be really nice if you did so, honestly. Please also feel free to go check out the Ko-Fi and the Patreon. There are some links. They're in the description, and they contain information about how you can help our channel, and that would be really amazing, honestly. And other than that, you know, you can actually check us out on Twitch. And I have been Scandal.
And yeah, if you do interact with our channel in any way, it really helps us in visibility, and we greatly appreciate it. Also, it'd be fun to see some of you sort of in person, if you will.
Yes.
The few people that have wandered over from YouTube, it's been a lot of fun over on Twitch.
It has.
And I have been Liz.
And it was great playing with you. Bye!